The Midnight Train to Elsewhere. English Story Level 4. Every night at exactly midnight, a strange sound echoed through the small town of Delcrest, a long, low whistle that seemed to come from nowhere. People had grown used to it, but 12-year-old Felix never stopped wondering. There were no train tracks near Delcrest, no old stations, and certainly no trains scheduled so late. Yet the whistle persisted, haunting the quiet streets like a forgotten memory. One particularly foggy night, Felix decided to follow the sound. He slipped on his jacket, grabbed a flashlight, and sneaked out of his bedroom window. The whistle blew again, clearer this time, guiding him toward the abandoned field at the edge of town. As he approached, the ground vibrated gently beneath his feet, and he saw a glowing rail shimmering into existence. Within seconds, a magnificent train materialized on the tracks. Its silver exterior glowed faintly, reflecting swirling patterns of mist. The doors slid open with a soft chime, inviting Felix aboard. Though nervous, he stepped inside, finding rows of seats made from velvet-like material that shifted colors as he moved. The train was empty, yet it felt alive, humming with a quiet energy. A soft voice echoed through the cabin, welcoming him to the midnight train to Elsewhere. The train, it explained, appeared only to people searching for something, though they often didn't know what they were searching for. Felix felt a flutter of curiosity and sat by a window just as the train began moving without a sound. The town outside dissolved into streaks of light and fog. Soon, the train transported Felix through incredible landscapes. He saw floating islands drifting peacefully above shimmering oceans, forests made of crystal trees that chimed in the wind, and mountains shaped like sleeping giants. Each world seemed impossibly real, as though the train traveled not through space, but through imagination itself. At last, the train slowed as it reached a quiet station floating in a sky full of stars. The voice told Felix that each passenger was allowed to leave the train once to find something they needed. Felix stepped onto the platform and felt a comforting warmth spreading around him. Before him stood a glowing orb that pulsed gently, reflecting his deepest thoughts. The orb revealed memories Felix had forgotten, his fear of change, his wish for courage, and a quiet ache he kept hidden after moving to Delcrest months earlier. It showed him that his loneliness wasn't a sign of weakness, it was simply part of learning to begin again. Understanding this lifted a weight from his heart. The orb dimmed, having given him what he needed. When Felix returned to the train, it carried him back to Delcrest as dawn approached. The glowing rails faded, and the train vanished as if it had never existed. But Felix knew the journey was real. From that morning on, he walked through life with newfound courage, carrying the memory of Elsewhere and the train that arrived only for those willing to follow its midnight call.